Hi to all. I hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Jeanette. Welcome to this channel. I have been ruminating in my mind as to what to talk about. I am feeling lost. I have a heavy heart. I can describe my emotions today as sad. I have been feeling deep sadness. I feel like it began around the holidays because I have indeed decided to remove myself from toxic environments, which entails removing people from my life. Some people don't seem to respect that. But that's part of the reason why I decided to cut certain people off, because they don't understand that respect is what is being asked for and they're not giving it. With that being said, my son has been sick, and last night I took him to the Children's Hospital of Orange County. I think that's what the acronyms stand for. I went there as a suggestion of a coworker. I took my child there. We didn't wait around for him to be seen for the reasons that I felt like my child would be okay. I walked in to a very chaotic scene. You're walking into a hospital, and I think the impact was even more so because it was children. And it was easily over 100 people in there. At least. I can't even, maybe 200. When I tell you there were so many children, babies, infants, parents with looks of despair on their faces because their children are sick and they're crying tears of excruciating pain, and you got little infants literally throwing up because, I don't know who works in the hospital, like the hospital scenes, and hospitals are different, but they have different sections because it's urgent care, right? It's a hospital. People need immediate attention. And it was just so heartbreaking to see little helpless individuals relying on, they need help. And then as a parent, I understand the pain of when your child is sick or they're hurting or they're crying or whatever it is. There was a little darn near newborn that they're doing immediate whatever it was that they were doing, and then there was a little, maybe one or 2 year old girl screaming tears of pain, and then another little infant, no more than 8 months, just throwing up, and you got all these I don't know, like nurses, doctors, just, I want to thank first and foremost anyone that's like in the medical field that has decided to make it their life's mission to help people. And then I saw like the sickness, the sadness, the despair, like the level of despair that I walked into. It's like, what got me the most was like, you want to remove that from them. I'm over here coming in with my child who has a cough and has had a cough for a while. And I was advised to go to the hospital, like, just go there. Like, I'm sure many people have heard of CHOC, right? The CHOC hospital. The point is that it like opened a portal in my heart. Like, we suffer when we've been through things. Granted, just speaking for myself, I have not only been through emotional trauma, mental trauma, I've been through physical trauma. F the trauma. You heal, you grow, you whatever. When I walked into the hospital, into where the people at the hospital led me to, like, oh, you gotta go over there. I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, we're so entrapped into our own worlds. And even then, I'm very aware and conscientious of the fact that this world is so ginormous. There's so many people in this world. There's so many lives being lived, so many experiences. I've traveled enough to know that one country to another, it's just a whole different world. Even experiencing people, right? One mind to another mind, one heart to another heart. It's a completely different world. Being at that hospital, it turned my stomach to the point of like I wanted to throw up. Because I couldn't do anything. I felt so useless, and I was useless, and I feel useless right now. Yeah. Useless. And that's why I felt sadness today, like just the level of fucking petty people. The level of fucking petty between all of us, everyone. And then I'm thinking, like, what is going on? Where am I failing? Where am I failing at in life? Like, you just want to help. You just want to help people. And it's like, okay, you're so always wanting to help people. Is it that you need help? Yeah. I want help for sure. But you're grown enough to know that there's other people in this world that need more help than you. So you keep it pushing. You keep it pushing. You know, whatever it is that I need help with, I got it. If I am lucky to have another day, it's okay. I'm gonna take care of it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm, my son is okay. He's doing good. I went to work today and I was just so like, you know, if I can make, wherever I can make an impact, if this is where I'm at right now, let me help as many people as I can and let me just do a great job. And I've always been like that. Whatever I do, I know that I always say this. It's like a reference of lily pads. In life, it's like lily pads. We're on one lily pad at one moment, and then you jump to another one and another one. And even when you make moves to different lily pads, sometimes you make the wrong step and you fall off, and then you get back on, and okay, it's I don't know if metaphor is the word, but it's like a metaphor to life, right? So I'm at work, I'm doing the best that I can. Really just like, all right, let me help these people. I'm working at a finance company, like, all right, let me get these loans funded and closed for these people. And you know, corporate America, right? It's always like numbers, and they're sending updates. I don't even care. The floor manager walked over to me at the end of the day. Apparently, I must have done a great job because he kept checking on me, and he came over and said, "Oh, how many did you fund today?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just send them over." And he's like, "Oh no, you need to keep track, blah, blah, blah." Okay, like, I don't care. I don't care about the numbers. I really don't. You know what I mean? Shortly thereafter, he sent an email. It's like, oh, okay, so I guess I did a great job today. The point to that, because I'm going from one story to another, it's the feeling of like, why do I feel like sometimes I feel like even when you do great, people don't like that. Motherfucker, fuck you. Like, jeez. Like, I know I can use better language than that, but dang. Like, maybe I'm just trying to distract myself from the numbness that I can't seem to figure out. I can't seem to figure it out what's wrong with me. If that's what I'm trying to say, if that's what I'm trying to express, what is going on? What is going on within me and my world? I want to help in places that I would really be so beyond, like where help can be, where help is needed. I feel useless. In areas that I can help, I feel like people don't like it. I feel rejected. Whenever I want to take a risk of putting my relationships with people in danger by speaking up because I see something of high concern, so there's a situation with someone where I brought up, like, you know what, I've been noticing this. Have you talked to the doctor about X, Y, and Z? I'm not even telling you, you know what, I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't agree. I'm asking you, hey, have you asked a professional about X, Y, and Z? Bomb exploded. Relationships are just broken. It's like, when will all of these relationships stop falling apart? That's what I feel. That is what I feel. With that being said, I know it. Look, I'm trying to express me through words to you. It's like a shot. Something has just shot out of my heart. I have been feeling my heart so active lately. Maybe I'm coming out of numbness. When I speak from the heart. So and truthfully, I don't speak often in real life, because I've come to learn we have 2 ears for a reason, and we have 1 mouth for a reason. You have to listen more than you speak. Those that speak the most should really be the most silent, okay? And those who are the most silent have rights to speak the most. Why? Because they have words to be heard, okay? They have words to be heard. When I speak, I make sure it's something worthy of being listened to, if that makes sense. There's a saying of that too. When you risk a relationship to say something that could possibly, how do I say this? When there's something to be said and you don't say something, shame on you. Silence is powerful until it's time to speak up. So when it's time to speak up, I speak up. And some people just think they know it all. I know that I know nothing. With that being said, I am constantly learning and expanding my mind constantly. Yet I know that I know nothing. But some people that truly know nothing think they know it all. They are the true know-it-alls. You think you know it all when you over here, possibly causing harm to your child. And it seems like you're intentionally trying to enmesh your child to you. How selfish are you? Selfish parents out here having children for themselves because they want to be the kings and queens of someone else's world. Oh my goodness, like I feel lightheaded. All this emotion. Like the topic of letting go. Letting go. I have let go of an entire life. Everything that was in my life is gone. Literally, my entire life let's say, you know, time is not, you can't really quantify time, but we can. But you can't really. What I'm trying to say is, I can say 5 years ago, but time is not like a line. It's more like a beam. It's more of like a tree. When you see someone, my experience is not a horizontal line. It's all of my life experiences are here and now with me. So with words, I am trying to express a different timeline of my life. So with that being said, 5 years ago, my life 5 years ago to my life right now in this moment, but it's all here and now because the experience is still here with me. It's gone. Nothing is the same. Nothing. My surroundings, the people around me, the way I think, the way I speak, the jobs that I've been at, my body, the fact that I had a child, the car that I drive, everything. Complete and total ego death. Great. Who am I? What is this life? What am I here for? What am I here to do? Okay, so everything is a projection, right? Out, in, out, in. Okay. But at the same time, okay, it's like so many concepts and ideas and information and feelings and ways of expressing. What is this? What is this? Okay, let it go. Let it all go. People hurting you. Well, maybe they didn't hurt you. Maybe they're just the projection of the hurt that you caused for yourself. Okay. Are you still here? Am I still here? Just, whoo. All right, let me. I have let go of a lot of people for reasons that I can express, right? Then why is it difficult to let go when people disrespect you and betray you and harm you and lie on you and lie to you and do harmful crap to you? Well, it's not to you. They're just a mirror to you of blah, blah. Help, 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 help. Is it not okay to say that sometimes you do want things to just, I don't know. No, I don't want things to be like they were. I'm glad that things are the way that they are now. Then why are you crying? I guess it's tears of, maybe I'm really coming to full acceptance that I am now walking a different path. I am now walking a different path that include very few of the people that I once carried in my heart. Okay, well, if I'm crying, maybe they're still there, right? And I've heard someone say this before. I understand the concept, right? Concepts, language. We're all just trying to make sense of things that don't even make sense. None of this makes sense anymore. None of this makes sense anymore. You want to do good, but you are knowing that in this very moment, there are people that are hurting and suffering, and even the responses of people. I know enough to know that you are your own world, and I don't blame you, and I'm not even mad for whatever it is that you're feeling off of whatever I'm doing, right? This stupid bitch just want to come up here and outwork all of us, right? Okay, it's not personal to you, right? Well, their emotions aren't personal to me. It might seem like it, right? The truth of the matter is that I probably needed this video more than anyone. It probably made no sense whatsoever. And that's the exact reason why I'm making this video, because that is what's at the forefront of my life. Trying to make sense of this life. I'm not the type to want anyone to hurt. I've said this. There was this one manager at this place that I worked. And it was a great job. I made a lot of money. I felt great about what I was doing every day. I was helping people, and she came in and I felt, I don't know what it is about me. It's not that I'm a special person. Fuck being special. We're all humans, and we're all gonna leave this experience, okay? With that being said, everything in my body told me, you gotta watch out for this lady. I already know she's not gonna like you, and what happened? Okay, there's a new manager in the house. We have to create a new team, and you're gonna go and be on her team. This lady did everything in her power to try to get me out that place. She tried to get me fired with all her might. She was going into, you know, like in at jobs you have like the instant messaging through the job instant messaging. So I would instant message the underwriters if I needed help or whatever, and be like, oh, if I had a good relationship. I create good relationships with people. So whatever the situation was, she was going into my instant messaging and took me to HR. Like, the level of crazy of this BITCH, when I tell you I had to fight her through HR, through human resources, multiple times. With that being said, they did a round of layoffs and she was laid off. Was I relieved? Yes. Would I wish harm onto her life? No. If there was a building on fire and I could help her, would I not help her? It's like, what I'm trying to say is, okay, so I guess what this video is about is like the overall, like, what is this life? What are we trying to do? Why aren't people more focused on loving each other and caring for one another and caring for each other's emotions and well-being? It's okay. I guess that's my dilemma, right? I feel like this is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see for my life or anyone's life. Yet I feel like, am I the only one seeing this? Am I the only one? Have I been gaslit so much in my life that I'm living in a fucking, what is it called? The parallel universe, a parallel reality that I just don't, like, am I fucking losing my mind? I think we'll leave it at that. I came to the gym, right? I'm, you know, and typically I'll work out first and get some cleansing going in my body. But I guess this time I needed the video first because I feel stuck, in the words of Cardi B. I guess, you know, just trying to throw some humor into, yeah. I guess I'll end this here, and truly, I guess what bothers me is that certain people that feel like they have conflicts Okay, at the end of the day, this is my life. This is a life experience. I am still here and this is still a life experience. So I'm still speaking with what seems like to be real life experiences, right? What I'm trying to say is those people that I've had to remove myself away from because we have conflict between us. The conflicts that we have, the bullshit that people create for one another is so fucking stupid. The amount of pain that people can create onto another when life itself, just general life experience, can be so painful and harmful. Yet there's people that are intentionally creating harm. What the fuck? Leave a comment, please. Help a crazy out, right? For someone that does not know how to ask for help, help!